Hey guys, welcome back. And here's the fully assembled steering rear axle for the TRX-6. And as you can see, I retained the rear axle housing, attached C-hubs to it, and front portals. You can see also I've cut off this link mount here because this is where the servo mount goes, and we'll cover that in a minute. But let's just look at the functionality of the axle, see how well it rotates. Just go try this angle. It's nice and smooth. Flip it back. Nice and smooth. And then what if we do like that? Oh yeah, nice and smooth. So this axle is fully built and it's ready to go. And now we're going to look at the servo mount, a link for which is in the description. It is a free Thingiverse file. There are some instructions, videos, photos, so please have a look. But yeah, let's cover the mount next. And here's the mount. And let's see how it bolts up or attaches to the axle. And it's just like that. And the idea is that from the rear, you use these holes to screw the servo mount to the axle. And then on the top, we're going to use these former upper or lower link mount holes. And the servo mount extends into this cavity on both sides. So you can just drive a screw in here and it'll be affixed here at the top. See, there's a factory lower link mounts here. And the servo mount actually accounts for that. See that hole? It will line up with these holes. And then you'll be able to put a screw right through it. And yeah, that's basically it. And this is what it looks like when it will be mounted. So one thing to consider with the servo mount is it's not one size fits all, mainly because no servo is exactly the same as the other servo. They all vary a little bit in width and height, and I'll just show you what I mean. Let me just get my caliper. Okay, so Spectrum servo. Just see how wide it is. Almost 40.5 millimeters, okay? Now let's take this high-tech servo. A little bit less, 40.25 millimeters. And let's look at this Traxxas servo. Is pretty much just 40 millimeters. So, oh, there's also a difference in their height. 36 millimeters high, tall. 39.5 millimeters. 35.5, 36. So because of that, you may have to trim the servo mount in a few spots or a couple of spots, and you may have to use some small spacers to ensure the mounting of the servo is solid. Another thing that differs on the servos are where the cables come out. Not, huge differences, but maybe a few millimeters here, a few millimeters there. So not all these cables protrude in the same location. Like you can actually even tell some of them. See, this one is much higher than this one, for example. So, therefore, there's one spot you will have to trim or cut a little bit on the mount. So where the white marking is, or maybe for you it'll be on this side, depending how you decide to mount the servo. And let me just show you. So it almost perfectly in there. The only issue is, see, the wire is preventing it from sitting into the slot completely and perfectly. So if you trim this a little bit, it should just drop right in. That's one. Here's another one. Like, see, on this one, the wire is actually more forward. So you'd have to trim somewhere here, somewhere right here. And this guy here. See here, the cable also hits the side around the white marking area. So you'll have to like trim maybe a few mil. Or I mean, if you mount the servo this way, then you'll be doing the same thing. You'll be doing the same thing on this side. Okay. And that is because the wires coming out of the servo are all in slightly different spots. So I didn't bother making a gap here. I just left it solid. So you can trim it yourself exactly to how your servo is. Also, depending how wide your servo might be, you might have to shave off a little bit in this corner where the white marking is. And on this side, you do the same. Because I measured a bunch of my servos and they all vary from 40 to 41 millimeter. This here, I think, is 40 and a quarter. So if your servo is wider than that, you will have to trim just a little bit here and here. Don't trim here. Most servos will fit in here. The tight spot will be just in the corners here. So trim a bit here, shave off a little bit here, and then your servo should fit into this mount. Now let's talk about link mounts. They're worth mentioning because the former link mounts on this axle are gone. So this servo mount actually provisions for new link mounts. So this is where you would put the lower link. Okay. And this is where the upper links would go. And the same on this side too. Okay, so those are the new link mounting locations. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that was helpful.